Walt Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Long ago, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a lovely young princess named Snow White. Her stepmother, the queen, was cruel and vain. She hated one whose beauty rivaled her own. She watched her stepdaughter with angry, jealous eyes. The queen had magic powers, owned a wondrous mirror that spoke. Every day she stood before it and asked, "Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" And every day the mirror answered, "You are the fairest of all, queen, the fairest our eyes have ever seen." As time passed, Snow White grew more and more beautiful. The queen grew more and more envious. So she first the pairs dressed in rags and worked in the kitchen from dawn to dusk. So all the hard work, Snow White stayed sweet, gentle, and cheerful. Day after day, she washed and swept and scrubbed. And day after day, she dreamed of a handsome prince who would come and carry her off to the castle. One day, the queen put to the mirror. It replied the words that she'd been dreading. "Fair is the beauty, majesty. But behold, a lovely maid I see, one who is more fair than thee. Lips red as snows, hair black as ebony, skin white as snow." "Snow White," shrieked the angry nurse, "she must be destroyed." The queen said to her huntsman, "Take Snow White deep into the forest," she said, "and there, my faithful one, you will kill her." The humble man begged the queen to be merciful, but she would not be persuaded. "But remember my magic power," she warned. "Obey me, or the family will suffer." The next day, Snow White never suspected that she was in danger, went off to the huntsman. When she dipped in the woods, the huntsman drew his knife, and then suddenly he fell to his knees. "I can't kill you," he sobbed. "Forgive me, sweet princess. It was the queen who ordered me the wicked deed." "The queen," gasped Snow White. "She's mad with jealousy," said the huntsman. "She'll stop at nothing to destroy you. Quick, run away. Don't come back. I think of something to tell the queen. Now go, run, save yourself." Frightened, Snow White fled through the woods. Tangled branches tore through the clothes. Sharp twigs snatched her arms and legs. Strange eyes stared from the shadows. Danger lurked everywhere. Snow White ran on, and at least she fell wearily to the ground, and she began to weep. The general animals of the forest gathered around her and tried to comfort her, chirping and charming later on Snow White. "Oh, how sweet. It's just like the doll's house." But inside the tiny furniture, dusty hall, she listened dreary was. "Let's tidy everything up, Snow White. Maybe the children who live here will take care of me." The animals all helped, and soon the place was spick and span. Meanwhile, the seven dwarfs who lived in the cottage were starting to come where she worked, and all they sang, "Hi ho, hi ho, this home we look to go." The dwarfs were amazed to find their house so neat and clean. They were even more amazed when they tiptoed upstairs and saw Snow White. Snow White woke up at the start. "Why, you're the children?" And then she saw the dwarfs. "You're little men." The dwarfs gathered around her. "I read your names on the beds." And Snow White, "Let me guess who you are. You must be Doc. You must be bashful. Then the sneezy, sleepy, happy, dopey, and you must be grumpy." When Snow White told the dwarfs and the queen his plan to kill her, they decided that she would stay with them. They asked her for trouble. "Huffy, grumpy, but we can't help you, Twinkle win." "Wicked queen," said the dog. The others all agreed. That night, after supper, Snow White and the dwarfs danced in merry music. Basher played the concerta, Happy toads, drums, Sleepy tooted and horn, Grumpy pumped the organ, Doc and Sneezy played the stringed instruments. Dopey didn't mind to sing, but he played a tune, but he was very good at wiggling his ears. Snow White loved his new friends, and she felt at last, but the queen had learned in her mirror that Snow White was still alive. This time, she hissed, "I'll finish her myself." With a magic spell, she turned herself into an old peddler woman. She filled the basket with apples, putting a poisoned apple on top. One bite, she crackled, and Snow White was asleep forever. Then I will be the fairest in the land. Next morning, before the dwarfs left homes, they warned Snow White to be on guard. "Beware of the stranger," said Doc. "Right," said Grumpy. "Don't let anybody nothing in the house." "Oh, Grumpy." Snow White, "You do care. I'll be careful, I promise." She kissed him, and the others were drunk by. The dwarves were carefully off to work. A few minutes later, the Queen came to the kitchen window. "Baking pies, dearie. It's apple pies they love. Here, taste one of these." She held the poisoned apple to Snow White. Snow White remembered the dwarf's warning, but then came a poor old man do. She thought, "The apples does not look delicious." She bit poisonous apple. Then she sighed and fell to the floor. Alerted by the birds and owls that something was wrong, the dwarfs raced back to the cottage. Then she saw the Queen snaked off, and they ran after her. As storm clouds gathered, the rain began to fall. The dwarfs chased up the Queen up the high, rocky mountain. Up they went, very top. Crack! They fell a flash of lightning, and the evil Queen fell to the doom below. But the dwarfs seemed to be too late to help Snow White. They lifted her lifeless body off the floor of the cottage. She was so beautiful, however, that the dwarfs would not bear a part of her. They built her coffin with glass and gold, and day and night they kept her watch her beloved princess. One day the handsome prince came riding through the forest. As soon as he saw Snow White, he fell in love with her. Kneeling before her coffin, he could not resist kissing her. Snow White sat up, blinked her eyes, and smiled. Snow White was dead after all. Prince's kiss had broken his spell. As the dwarfs danced off, the prince carried Snow White off to the castle, where they lived happily ever after.